Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing some tweaks to this room just to change up the look a little bit. I went on this crazy online shopping blitz, I guess. I was looking at furniture first of all because I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I should upgrade to different desks, and I was getting to crazier and crazier desks. Eventually I was looking at these insane huge regal desks that would never fit in this room, and I'm like, Baylee, okay, just slow down. Maybe I need to just stick with what I have for now. I don't want to get too much stuff considering we'll probably be moving within the next 3 years or something. Like, I don't know. We don't have like a set hard timeline, but you know, we're just renting this place. I don't want to go all out until I have a place of my own. My hair's still wet, so it looks weird. So I'm having a bit of a style crisis in a way where like I want everything in my life to be kind of cottagecore but kind of fancy. Like cottage, fancy. But currently my style is like cutesy. Not that I want to abandon cutesy, but I want to go for a slightly more elegant cutesy, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but I just have this itch to completely redo this room, and I'm like, no, do not. Make some minor tweaks, just satisfy that redecorate itch I've got, and leave it at that. So I ordered some stuff. Almost all of it is in. Some of it's not coming for a couple days, but I'll still include footage from that in this vlog. So you'll see that at the end. That's just lighting for my cabinets. I got lighting for both the glass cabinets on this side of the room and the ones behind me. And so I'm really excited to put those in there because I can't believe I haven't done it sooner. Like, I got this huge, amazing, expensive cabinet, but didn't get lights to put in it. So like, just, I have lights dangling behind it, but that's not the same as having lights in it to light up the dolls and stuff. So yeah. So I guess let's do a little before shot of the room and see what it looks like right now. So here's the overview of the room as you're standing in the doorway. Here's what it looks like. Da, 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 da. I have the closet closed right now. Most of the time it's open, but yeah, it's shut just because I know I'm going to shut it at the end and I want this to be a fair comparison. And then if we just spin back around from where we just came in, that is how this area looks here. And then yes, the doll display case. And yeah, okay, you get the idea. I was thinking of getting the corner piece that connects these IKEA tables, but it turns out it's really huge, so it's not gonna fit. The first thing I think I'm gonna change is the underside of these desks. So I did get these cable management things that go on the underside of the desk and lifts everything up off the ground. But I'm not convinced that'll work for my current setup because I'm constantly moving things around or taking things out of the room. I'm constantly plugging things in and removing them as I need them. A lot of these are just too short to reach up to the desk. Like, for example, this is not going to reach all the way up. A whole bunch of cables under here too barely reach where they're going. There's no way there's enough slack for them to be sucked to the underside of the table. It would look maybe just 10% better than it does now, pretty much. I've just got too much going on, so I thought, what if instead I just drape some fabric from the underside of the desk and it'll just cover that, yet I can still easily reach everything and access it. Oh God, look how filthy it is back there, oh my God, ugh. But yeah, things like this switch I flick on and off every day because that's what controls the cameras and these lights. So yeah, instead of trying to manage this, I'm just going to hide it. So I have these two pieces of cloth that were from my curtains when I hemmed them. And so I'm gonna use these pieces on the underside of the desk. And I'm gonna attach them using my staple gun. So assuming this is the back, I've measured 10 inches from the back. Yoy. This thing scares me. Okay, here's how it's looking. Maybe should have ironed that first. At least it's steamed. Little Kiki's back there. You're supposed to be locked out. I locked her out of here while I was stapling because it's dangerous. But yeah, the excess on the sides I just stapled back. So it's kind of like a little U-shape curtain to hide stuff. Okay, I've ironed these to the best of my ability. Okay, now doesn't that look a lot better? It goes all the way to the floor. Yeah, there's always going to be some stuff showing, especially my cameras and things that come around the front. Like my little side camera right here is usually chilling on the corner of the desk. So, you know, there's always going to be stuff showing, but oh my God, that makes a huge difference. That one's stapled a little bit further back than this one because of the keyboard tray. My little Mulan print here needs to go back up on the wall. It fell because these stickies gave out. So I'm just going to put a small nail instead. I can't do this and film at the same time. Okay, it's bugging me that these two pictures are at separate heights, but I made this silver play button the same height as this one. This one's a little higher because this frame underneath it comes higher than this one does. So it's like, well, actually this one might be a little higher than this one now that I rehung them. Looking back at it, oh God, whatever. So next I have drawer pulls. Look at these things. Where are these going? Well, some are going over here and some are going over here. So I'm gonna have to measure out where the holes need to go and then drill the holes, and then I can screw in the handles. So this is a bit of a pain in the butt to measure because of these dips, which make it hard to find the center point of a drawer. But also, do I want these perfectly centered because of the dips? Like, you know, I had to decide where exactly I wanted them. But in the end, these dots that are the higher of the two are where the holes need to go. I'm unsure which drill bit size I need. It's between two sizes, but I'm going to start with the smaller one just in case, because I can always make the holes bigger if I need to. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Can we just start with one of these middle drawers? Maybe one of these ones. Oh yeah, also my measurements were different for different drawers because there's 3 small drawers and 3 big ones, so that was fun too. Okay. I already moved stuff out of the way inside the drawers. Let's go. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I might want the bigger one. Oh my God. Oh, it kind of just stays in there as is. I need to put a screw in the back, but wow. Look at that. Oh, baby. Now, I'm gonna erase this before I officially screw it in. I'm probably gonna do all the holes and then I'll attach them all. Where'd my eraser go? I don't know, but I keep my erasers in here. I can just grab another one. Oh. I made a mess. I have to vacuum inside the drawers too. So apparently the bolts that come with these are not all the same size. Like, look at, some are small, some are really long. The small ones are already too long and hang out into the drawer a little bit, so these ones are gonna really stick out. Okay, no, these long ones are not gonna work because look. Oh my God, look at that. Hopefully that holds. I can get some smaller bolts in the future, but this is what it's gonna have to be for now. Fancy living, here we come. And now for these drawers. Here's the before. So these little drawers are actually very nice because I did not have to measure anything. I just drilled right next to the holes that were already there. Now these are even thinner than the other drawers, but I found some teeny tiny bolts downstairs, so I'm gonna try using these in there. So let's see if it works. It worked! They're too small for the other drawers, but they'll work perfectly for these ones. Oh, yeah. Oh. Look at that! This looks so much better than the Alex drawers because it's an actual fully closed drawer. There's not that little dip handle at the top. Oh, I love that so much. What an upgrade. I'll link these handles on Amazon. I'll try to link everything I got. I'm trying to be a good YouTuber and post the links. Okay. Affiliate links, of course. So the next thing I'm going to do will be one of the more major transformations, and that is this area right here. I'm going to start with this lower section. Now, I love the look of everything just being visible. Like, the kind of cluttered look I like. But I'm getting kind of sick of it for this area, and I want to streamline the look down here a little bit more. And then I can decorate the top without it looking too busy. Well, too busy is up to people's interpretation. You know, this room is the definition of busy. Like, look at all this. Look. So I have cubes. Cubes for the shelves. There are 3 pink cubes in there currently. They're too small, so there's space beside them. These are big ones that should fill the full cubes, the full cubicles. The cubes will go in the cubes. Ooh, look at that. Oh. So I have 8 here, so that's enough to fill every single cubicle. Oh my. Look at that. That's really gonna transform. Imagine I could put those handles on here. I would be so thrilled, but alas. I mean, there's probably a way to make it work. I don't have any more handles, so I have 1, because it came in packs of 5, which could maybe go on that little shelf in the corner under my Copics, but there's no point in changing out that knob right now because we don't see it unless we're sitting on the floor like we are right now. But in the future, maybe I can use the handle for that. But yeah, I'm sure this'll be fine. What if I paint this gold instead of silver? That could be cute. Now, some of these books are quite heavy, and it'd be sort of annoying pulling out this fabric flimsy cube and then having these heavy books inside. So I'm going to do a bit of rearranging. I'm going to take some of my lighter books, like the manga ones, and those can go in the cubes. So just kind of do some shuffling between these 2 bookcases as needed. I think my button stuff should go down to the warehouse. Oops, I just dumped. Oh, is this the, yeah, this is the oh hoo hoo bag for the markers. When there's bits and bobs. Okay, this whole basket can just be set over here. I still have this artful box. Nothing's in here except the book it came with, and then this envelope. Gonna need that vacuum. So that bucket got pretty much completely cleared out. This stuff's all vertical. I might want to put it spine up so it's easily grabbable. I was just thinking, this bin's really heavy. Maybe it should go on the bottom, but what if there's some kind of minor flooding? I mean, we're not in the basement anymore, but still. Maybe this should stay a little elevated. Wait, yeah, that's the right way. Oh yeah. Oh God. And now we can never pull it out ever again. I already filled up 2 bins and then realized there are these inserts that are supposed to go in the bottom. So I need to fix that. Otherwise they're just going to be extra flimsy. Oh my God. Look what was just delivered. Christian's really been on the flower game lately. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's for Valentine's Day. Aw. Oh, that's nasty. Yep. I still have all my pins and things to put on my pin board. There's a bunch of stickers and stuff in here too, but I've got so many cute things. I guess for now, we'll just stack them all in here. Okay, it's finally looking less like a war zone over here. Most stuff is put back into here. One thing that bothers me, these handles, one side has the brand name, the other side also has a handle without the brand name, but this particular box has the name on both sides. So I have the plain side showing for all of them, except that one. I took some stuff out of the closet and put it in some of these. I can give you a quick view of these. They're not even all full. Like, there's room for more stuff in here. And then this one, like, this stuff could stand up. And then, yeah, I don't know. Put those little figures in there. Yeah. Okay, there's paper underneath this stuff. Just like some animation paper and some plain printer paper. This is where most of the closet stuff went. Just like craft supplies and yeah. Yep, my art light's in there. This is the sketchbooks and color catalog. This I just threw on top because we'll deal with that later. Then down here, I just put this blanket. There's nothing else in there just because I had nothing else to put in there. So I thought, okay, I usually have that blanket in here in case I get cold. And then my SpongeBob DVDs, my light boxes and iPad are in here, my Polly Pockets, which I would like to display someday. Can I sacrifice one of the cubes in this cabinet? Really need to sacrifice a couple cubes so I can free some of my 12-inch dolls. No, they're fine there for now. They're fine. My problem with these cabinets is I want everything, like all my favorite stuff on the top 2 tiers. But I struggle. It hurts me. And then, yeah, I had the stuff I forgot I even bought, like a t-shirt and fabric paint and all these gel pens. They were buried at the bottom of one of the bins that was on here before. And then there's a sketchbook, slam sketchbook, and the diamond painting things. And then this tin just had some enamel pins in it originally, but those are on the pin board. I don't know if these are too rustic looking compared to everything else. Like I said, if I could put fancy handles on them. But, you know, maybe someday. Now for the top, I want to tackle that a little bit. I already took the Cricut off from there, and I put it over here. So that's how the closet's looking. Pretty much the same as before, except I took out some craft stuff, and then this shelf did have this brown box on it, which is now up there. I'm not going to change out the handles on this, just because it's in the closet, you won't really see it. So the plan in the middle is to put some books there and use these book ends. Some nice little gold ones with a leafy-like pattern. And yeah, just have some in the middle. I might put these in there. I'm kind of torn because I think they look good on their side. But I want more nice-looking books to beef up this. I've taken out some pretty books that I think would look good. But I might need more. This just doesn't feel like enough, you know? Oh, and do I want one of these on the end so we can see that gorgeous? Well, you wouldn't really. Oh. Bookcase, why are you doing me dirty like this? Although it helps cover that red, because the red is not one of the colors of the color scheme here. But these are also tall, so it'd be nice to have them in the middle. This is just so gorgeous, but it's gonna get covered either way, so. I did originally think this would be at least double that width. I just don't have enough cute small books. Like I have lots of tall ones that could kind of work that are like plainish. Kind of like these ones where I took the cover off of them. So I have this phone to go up here, which I showed you guys in the previous vlog. And then I have this little thing, which is technically an ashtray, but it's really cute. I was just looking for ornate decor items. I can hide secret stuff in there. But look at it. Oh, yeah. There's another one that's navy blue and gold. This one had more color variation to it though, with the orange and bits of green. Like I don't know, I like how this one has more colors. But I was very, very tempted to also get the other one. And now that I put that book there, I'm like, oh, the navy would match. It would match. I also got this picture frame. Although now that I have it in person, the colors don't look the same at all. And so I'm tempted to gild it or something. Like add some gold maybe, I don't know. And am I keeping this up here or is this moving now? Because this could go down here. It makes sense to have it near where I would use it, either corner. I'm also debating taking the plushies out of here just to leave the fancier stuff behind. But then again, what would go in their place and where would I put the plushies? I'm too short for this crap. I'm trying to tape the vine along here, but it's getting too high. I can't tape it anymore. So now I'm trying to hook it over the top. How did I screw that into the wall in the first place? Maybe if I move my desk, I can reach. Oh. Okay, now what does the drooping piece do? I mean, maybe it just continues to wrap around. Double wrap. Okay. These vines were so nasty when I took them out of their packaging. The reviews warned me that they were stinky, but I was like, yeah, okay, you know, they're made of plastic. They're gonna have that plastic chemically smell. There were a couple people who said it smelled like fish, and I'm like, okay. So I rip it open, and the smell just wafts up, and I legitimately gagged. I was just like dying. Even Christian came running upstairs like, are you okay? He thought I was choking or something, and I was like, it's these leaves. They're so stinky. And they do have like a rotten fish smell to them, in addition to the chemically plastic smell. And I bought 2 sets. One is just plain vines, and then I got one that has fairy lights in them. But upon receiving it, I realized it's a curtain of fairy lights. I thought they were individual strands. So the only way I can use that is if I'm gonna drape a full curtain of lights. So then I was thinking, well, I could maybe add that to the curtain of lights I have behind the dolls. Maybe, I don't know. I did still have one strand of fairy lights left over from wedding stuff. There might be more somewhere in the house, but I have at least one strand. So it's along the front of this. I'm probably gonna switch out that picture. This white just doesn't go with this, but I'll have to go hunting. Anyway, so yeah, I did intertwine a strand of fairy lights. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, so cute. So cute, so cute. I put the vines in front of the stuff instead of behind. I mean, I could add one more strand behind, but I just wanted to cover the edge of the shelf because I thought it was kind of ugly looking. Something about it I just didn't like. This is how this area looks. Well, okay, ignore the stuff in the front. The plate and the cup and the scissors. But I was thinking like, yeah, this looks okay. It's like not too much stuff, I think. And it's all nice and low. I put the books in the corner, which I think was an amazing revelation. I was just like, oh my god, this looks so good, and it doesn't feel like it's blocking everything. So yeah, really happy with that. I feel like I'm almost going overboard with the vines. I wasn't sure what I was doing with them. Like I had a couple ideas, like for example, the shelf and the IKEA cubes. But now I'm just going ham with these. Okay, from the camera's angle, this looks really bad. There's like this cluster here. It looks good from where I'm sitting though. A couple hours ago, I started getting sciatic nerve pain, probably from all the stupid ways I've been sitting on the ground and like, I don't know. And it's pretty bad. I'm like limping everywhere. Sometimes my leg just entirely gives out. I am running out of energy here. So the next thing I have is a chair cover. Whoa! So yeah, this is the base piece, and I'm not quite sure how this is gonna work. I don't even know what's the front and what's the back here. But I'm just curious how it ties behind the chair. Like how do I tuck this in? Like I don't see how these would ever tie together. So I don't know if the strings are just there to help you pull it through the chair. My fingies! Okay, bottom cover is on. Hopefully it stays on. It's really wedged into some places. Like the fabric can barely get behind this. And yeah, I was just shoving it in the cracks with the bone folder. It's still a little wrinkly in the corners, but that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna move on to the top piece now. There are pieces for the armrests, but I took the armrests off my chair, so I don't need that. And I think for this top piece, I'm just gonna stick it right over the pillows so that they'll still be underneath. I have a dress that has a very similar pattern to this, and I almost wore it today, but then I got lazy, and I'm like, nah. Just gonna wear my cute dress, curl my hair all cute. I'm glad I saved my energy for this though, because I'm running out of it. Well, it's not that noticeable because it is a dark pattern. There's just some black showing through and some hints of pink. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Oh, I leaned the seat back. I forgot about that. Okay, you guys, I have done a few more tweaks and it is now time for the final reveal. At least final for now. So, yes, here's the new look to the room. Oh yeah, change my desktop background to be something that matches a little bit better. Yeah, I got my cabinet lights in there. Oh my god. Even with the big studio lights on, I can still see all the stuff inside the cabinet. And then swinging back this way. Yeah. I forgot to bring out my little squirrel dudes earlier. They were still just sitting in their box. This is another one of the new things I got. Just two little guys holding a giant acorn, and you can open it up. So yeah, that's the look right now for this area. I moved the doll over there because she was where the squirrels are. I put some contact paper on here. I'll insert a before shot of what it looked like. At first I tried putting on white contact paper, but it looked too white compared to the rest of it and just looked dumb. So I took that off and put pink on instead. I like how things look a little cleaner here with these new baskets. It kind of makes up for the added clutter that I added to the room, like these handles and the vines and stuff. And there's some final things I would need to do, like I have more pin stuff to put on the pin boards. There's some things that still need a good wipe down in here. I did clean a lot of things, but it wasn't like a full spring cleaning, you know. I was mostly just wanting to get the new decorations down and cleaned where needed to get the new stuff put in. I'm loving how the new chair looks. It just matches way better. Oh, I love how these handles look on this one. They look better than the Alex drawers because the Alex drawers have that dip, you know. This just looks so great. And I have some flowers here and there just that were up behind the dolls up here. Don't know if that's gonna stay there, but it's there for now. And like, I don't know if this will stay here, this little piece of vine. I just had an extra piece, so I put it there. Just swing this out of the way for a second. That's how everything's looking over here. Got my Valentine's flowers from Christian. And yeah, some lights over here as well. These lights took a long time to put in. I spent probably close to 3 hours on that because I had to put them in, then I had to try to wipe away some of the finger smudges I had created, plus get it all connected. These smart plugs that I just bought, it was a whole thing. Trying to manage the cables as best as I could. I used little twist ties to tie the cables to the corners of the IKEA shelves because there are these metal rods in the corners. And I wanted it to run down the back of the cabinets so that you wouldn't see the cables as much. It was a whole thing. And over here we have 3 lights per shelf, but there are some extra lights thrown in there just to increase the cable length between the tiers because this is such a big gap to fill, and it could just barely fit if I snapped the cables together around the front, because you can link together as many of these as you want. So anyway, I had to add extra bars in. So if you look down between Anna and Elsa, there's an extra bar just laying there because I needed the extra cable length. That way the cables could go down the back instead of the front so that they're less noticeable. And those little lights I already had in the background, they're a warm white. They're kind of yellowy, well, they're very yellowy, whereas these ones are a white light. So it kind of clashes a little bit, but I wanted the white lights for the cabinets. Let me actually turn off my studio lights for a second. I usually have those lights off unless I'm filming a video or something. So this is how it would typically look in here. It'd be a little bit brighter if it was earlier in the day. The sun's kind of going down, but yeah. Oh, I love how this just brightens up the room a little bit more too, having these cabinet lights, and I can see the stuff inside the cabinets a lot better, especially the stuff down there on the bottom 2 shelves of that corner one. And you got the little lights here too within these vines. I still haven't put a picture in the frame. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Maybe one of our wedding photos or something. I don't know. I just want to try to find something that matches the vibe. So yeah, it just feels more fun. Just the added touch of the vines just makes me feel happy. I mean, all of the changes make me feel happy, but I think it just, I don't know. I like having that pop of green in here, so yes. Oh, and check this out. Hey, turn off office lights. Those are off, and those are off. Although the little ones behind, I have to control with a remote. I almost don't need those back ones anymore because you don't really see them when the other lights are on. Google, turn office lights on. Oh, that just makes me so giddy. Oh, and I put some more pictures up there just to fill the gaps on either side of the SpongeBob artwork. It's a bit weird because those are the only things not framed, but I just wanted to slap something up there to fill the gap on the gallery wall because that's been technically unfinished this whole time. So now the gallery wall is complete. I'm so happy. But yeah, that's the final look at everything here. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll link stuff down below, give you some Amazon affiliate links for some of the stuff I got.
Here's Down Below
No.
by Roddy Rich on Amazon Music.
Oh my God, no. Alexa, stop. Why she gotta do me dirty like this? I don't know. I feel like the Echo is more easily accidentally triggered than the Google Home, but you never know who's just suddenly gonna chime in with their opinion. I've got both of them in here. That's it for this video though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. think her face will look a little bit better. Well, I know it'll look better once I do eyelashes and eyebrows. So it's still looking very pale. I might have to deepen shadows in some spots too. But this is what it's looking like for now. I'm still torn too about how much of an outline I want on things. Like, is she gonna have outlines like line art?